Mike, Trio Tech Talk. And I have to start, I've been thinking about this.
Okay.
When I was about 5, I was so attached to my Snoopy stuffed animal. I mean, I took that thing everywhere.
Yep.
And we're going to be talking about the attachments today.
We are talking about attachments.
But that's not the attachment we're
That's
talking
not the
about.
type of attachment that you really need.
Oh, you're going to show me how to attach something to email.
To an email, that's correct.
Okay, which has nothing to do with Snoopy, or it might.
Well, it could have something to do with Snoopy.
Like
I
a
guess.
picture or
Yeah,
something.
maybe.
Okay. So attachments, how do we include something in an email that we send?
Yep.
Could be a paper that we're sending an instructor.
Most definitely.
Could be a picture, could be music. Right?
It could be anything. Actually,
Audio.
anything that can come across as an electronic input.
Okay,
Really.
yes. So we know how to create a new email
Yep.
from our last
Yep.
talk. So take us a step further,
right.
knowing how to use this email and attachments.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go up here again. Going to go new.
All right, we know how to do that.
All right. And again, I'm just going to use Nick because he's already there. All right. And actually, I could actually go up into the address just to show you guys what I was talking about before.
Right, because we're
Actually,
using a different
so,
browser now.
Right. Let me get rid of this. Actually, let me go up into my address book because we were talking about this the last time. All right. So as you can see, there's a default global address. It gives you, just generic alphabetical. It's not alphabetical. It's just there. It goes to all rooms. Okay.
So we have no room.
Right. Well, and because I'm a student.
Yep.
It's not. Let me drop down. Really. All right. There we go. All right. So all address lists, contact groups, and etc.
Yep. But the one they're going to most likely use is going to be what?
It's going to be the top. It's going to be your address. Hold on, right here.
The global
Right
address.
here. Okay. The reason why is because it automatically starts in the search bar. Okay. So let's just say Nick again. Even though it's going to come up right away, but
You were wanting to search for me.
yeah.
Yeah.
And remember, it's Nicholas
Yes.
Runco, not Nick.
You got to know the full name. Like
All right.
Landy Wright in Portland.
Yes, correct. Yes. Yeah.
We
right.
call her Landy, but if you're
Well,
searching for her, it's Portland.
It's Portland.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, so you type it in.
Yep.
Then you just push enter, and it brings up the
There I come.
who you are, student affairs, what your specialist is, and
Yep.
so forth. It gives everything that you need, where you can be located.
All right.
But yeah.
And what do I have to do after that once you've found it?
All right. So where we are? Here we are. Double click.
Double click on that piece right there.
Oh, I am wrong. Maybe it's just on your name. I thought it was that.
There we go. And remember, we found this when we were looking at the address book.
I know.
So
There we go. All right, cool.
So you
it was
clicked
one of
on
the
my
other-
N
his-
Runco.
I
the
double
blue.
clicked. That's
Yeah,
correct.
Good.
All right, so I'm going to close out a few things here so I can.
And just a side note with that, when we did it last time, we used Google Chrome.
Yes.
And so that web browser does not work
It
well
does-
with our web app,
Oh, no, sorry.
the student email. So when you're doing it at home, if you're using your computer, use Mozilla Firefox. If
Yes.
you want to
use Firefox.
if you're gonna need to attach or search for names.
So here, this little paperclip, it's a attach. The reason why they use a lot of symbols is to make it easier for other people to actually reference back and forth with things. Because like when my era,
Back in the day?
yeah, we use paper clips to put folders together, or attach it to a folder or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yep.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push that. It's going to go into your documents to see if you can find it. Well, the file that I want is on my thumb drive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually,
No, the flash drive thumb drive returns.
I'm going to just put that in there,
iLogic is back.
and you see that right on the bottom.
Ooh, it populates it immediately.
Exactly. All right.
Hello,
So,
iLogic. So setting the scene, say you have an English instructor
Yep.
who says, hey, Mike, the way I want papers sent to me is through email as an attachment.
Yes.
You'll hear that language.
you will. Yes.
Absolutely. All right, so you stored it successfully. What are we looking
All
for?
right. So my paper's called Dave. Or my folder's called Dave, but my paper I'm sending my teachers.
That's the one you want.
Called Dave.
So you find where it is.
All right. So right here, you just double click.
And Dave is there.
Dave is attached, as you can. Well, I'm pointing at the screen, guys. Sorry. But as you can see, it says attached. Dave docs 11, kilobytes.
Yep.
There's not a lot of information on there because it's small. And then if you want to close it, or get rid of it.
So you're like, oh no, that Dave is not what I want.
That's not what I want.
Get him out of there.
Right. So it's that little X
That X right next to it.
right there.
Cool.
Okay.
We have a very lightly blinking.
Really? Come on. Yeah.
Once again, technology is our friend.
Love to. There we go. Nice.
All right. But,
All right.
but wait, we want Dave in there.
Right. So then
let-
again, I go right up to the paper clip. Attach. It's
jumps
right.
right to
It's already there because we had been there recently.
Yeah.
Again, click on it. Double click on it.
Come
and
on,
it comes
Dave.
right back up.
And Mike, as we've, I found this out the hard
Yep.
way, especially if I send images or audio files.
Yes.
There's a size limit to
There
what
is.
you can send
Yes, there is.
through KV email.
Yes.
Through our KV student email.
Yeah.
If you have Gmail or our own personal accounts, sometimes
Correct.
you can send larger file
File.
size.
Yes, you can.
But here, Dave will make it through. He's not that
Right.
big. But cool. And then,
Okay, so again, same thing. It's just like you did an email. Subject, make sure, hey, this is homework.
okay.
Okay. Here is. Sorry, guys.
All right, so you're
Okay.
making up an assignment.
Right.
The instructor said you could turn it in.
Okay. So that's all. Just give a heads up on what it is. Tell them, I'm sorry, here. We could do it formally, I guess, but I mean, honestly, it's just a quick email message saying, hey, this is the work I missed, and then I'm going to send this off. All right?
Let it rip, let it
And
fly.
again,
see if it
here's your
goes
send
through.
button right there.
And Mike, just while we're in here quickly, so that's the attachment. That's fabulous.
that's it.
And in it goes. Say you wanted that your instructor said, hey, Mike, I never got it, and you knew you sent it.
Right.
Where would you go to look at your sent items? What you sent and when and
All right.
where?
So all my sent items,
So it's right there in the
right
email.
on. Yep.
Awesome. And so
Go
over
ahead.
here, I'm noticing over here, there's a little. There's your little paper clip
Exactly.
and time or the day.
Timestamp is what that's called. Time and date stamps.
Yeah.
It will save your butt in the long run because you'll have proof that it was actually sent.
Yep.
And if you have verification from another person or even the teacher,
Yep.
say, hey, look, this is when I sent it. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Can we talk about what the grade or whatever it is that needs to be taken care of at that time. Yeah.
Another common headache or roadblock that I run into, sometimes I get working so fast,
Yeah.
and I know I gotta have this in,
Yeah.
or I gotta have it in at 12 midnight and it's 11:55.
11:59. Yeah.
So not that I ever, well, I did do that as
Yeah.
a student. I've changed my ways, but so I get my email going and I hit send, but I never attach it. So before you hit send, if you make sure that you check all of the different fields. Make
Yes.
sure. I've sent a few emails where without the
nothing to be
attachment.
attached.
And I get a nice friendly email saying this is a great email, but there's
There's
nothing
attached to it.
So
Where is it?
yeah,
And
so
yes.
it's easy to either forget to attach it or
It is easy,
not.
especially during. I'm going to give you guys fair warning. The last week of the semester, the finals there, you're gonna get crazy. So take a deep breath, walk through your steps, and
Yeah.
verify that you have the subject, you have your attachments, you
Yes.
have the common courtesies of an email. Honestly, it might seem very simplistic, but it actually will help you a lot, especially when you're trying to put yourself across to either your teacher or your advisor, or whoever you're dealing with.
Yeah.
But yes, so please, you guys, don't hesitate to ask questions. Never be afraid to come and find Nick or myself. I'm always, available. Really, if you see me in the trio space, don't hesitate to ask. I love helping out as much as I can.
Excellent. Yeah, and we will say that at the end of every show. I mean, we're here.
Yeah.
And once again, as you navigate a new world of communication with email,
Most definitely, guys.
situations will come up. Thank you very much.
No problem,
We
bro.
got more coming to them.
That's right.
We're
We'll be
gonna
back.
We're going to tackle Blackboard next.
Ooh,
The grades.
That's a fun one.
So we will love it. We'll dive into Blackboard the next time we see you. Good luck.
Yeah, guys.
Keep on trucking.